And at the time, President Jammeh, somehow stopped the project. It was a big scandal. All kinds of stories were told. And so you can imagine, I had already conceived a loan from Shelter Afrique. I started the project. Hi, my name is Mustafa Njai, and this is the Real Estate Lifestyle by TAF. I'll be sharing my experiences not only from the work that I have done from over the past 48 years, but some of my successes and failures in the hope that I will inspire and motivate all of you to dream big. It will be shared on all my social media handles, so don't forget to follow, like, share, and subscribe to any handle of your choice.
That I've met and who understands what is vision. And this is a vision we share. I discussed with President Madabio once and told him, listen, I want to trace the new steel and aluminum road. The Chinese are doing what they call the Silk Roads. I want to take that example because a lot of people don't know that steel making started in Africa. And it doesn't make sense that 4,000 years later, we take all our iron ore, make it travel 18,000 kilometers to go to China, to Korea, to be transformed into steel or iron, and make the way back another 18,000 kilometers to come back to Africa as steel rods that people like TAF use to do this construction. It's not normal. The solutions right here is for us, the leaders, to show the way that yes, we will transform from now on our local resources right here in Africa. So to me, this is one thing that we're working on, which is extremely important. We have to change everything that we've been doing so far into something new, something that will create jobs. And this is why, coming to your field, we have put up an economical concept to build new, smart cities in Africa. And we want to start with the capital cities. The first one that we designed is the one we call Kitoko. Kitoko is for DRC, Kinshasa, because you spoke about Mobutu. I know this country quite well. And when President Tshisekedi came to power, Tshisekedi too, his father invited me. I didn't go because he hosted my friend. He called me, he wanted me to build him a lot of things. I say no, I cannot build anything for you because you made a coup to my friend. But his son came to me and said, okay, that's my father, that's the past. I want you to help me build my nation. And I said, okay, let's start with building the new capital administrative city for Congo, because Kinshasa, TAF, as you know, all our capital cities, including this one here, Freetown, in 20 years the population will double. Nothing anybody can do about it. So to us, we built a new model that builds new cities without the government having to put a penny in it. And this is what we're developing in Kinshasa. We're trying to develop it here. As a matter of fact, We're working on Lungi, new administrative capital city, with President Madabio and his government. We are working in Angola to make the same thing in Angola. In other words, building new cities, just what we're doing in Diamniadio. My office, of course, is part of the building of the new city of Diamniadio. In Senegal, we're doing the industrial park there. So to me, this model of building new smart cities in Africa is something that we should look into. And again, I know you don't want me to talk about you. I'm very proud about what you're doing. This, you know, it takes guts, intelligence, a lot of sacrifices to do it, and you're doing it the way it should be done. I want to congratulate you on that.
Well, thank you. We'll get when we change seats, then maybe we'll get there. But I want to focus on you because, as I said, I mean, Pierre is my mentor. He's my mentor. I look up to him, and this started, you know, 30 years ago. And I'm sure looking at me as a small boy and seeing me grow, he can tell you a lot about me. Pierre has done a lot for me. Today, this morning, I met him at his office, at his hotel. And I was telling him about a story here. And I want to say this in this interview. Parce que, you know, and I will put a little bit of Wolof for our Wolof listeners.
Absolutely.
Nit ku la defal lu baax su ko waxul sooy lim ca noon bul ko si fàtte. And he did meaning exactly what it means, that he did good to me and he will never remember. But I remembered because it's here, it's indelible. I cannot forget it. And I will tell the story, Pierre, while you are sitting here. In 1998, I started in the Gambia the first private housing development in the Gambia. And it was called Sintuyahi. So when I started, because it's new, and when you think back now, in all our small countries, these things, they happen, where people cannot accept big things. It's too big for them.
Too big.
So everybody thought, oh, no, what does he want to do? He wants to take all the land. Why is he doing that? And at the time, you know, President Jammeh, you know, somehow stopped the project. You know, it was a big scandal. All kinds of stories were told. And so you can imagine, I had already conceived a loan from Shelter Afrique. I started the project. So Pierre heard it actually and called me in his office in Dakar. And he wanted to hear my own side of the story. And I can remember his face. He was so furious. He was so disappointed. And you know what he did? He picked up the phone. He cannot remember. And called the chief of protocol and asked the chief of protocol, can you please book me an appointment with President Jammeh? I want to come and see him. And he said, I am ready to leave today. If he's in Kanilai is in President Jammeh's village, I will drive from Dakar to him, or if he's in Banjul, I'll come and see him about this project. So, you know, times have gone past. I mean, for us, that was part of our journey.
Absolutely.
It made us stronger. I'm sure you have stories worse than these things.
Plenty.
You know, but I just want to say, whilst we are on record,
thank you.
A big thank you.
Thank you.
You know, Serigne Abdul Aziz Al Amin, he is my spiritual father. I'm sure you know him. You've been close to him. All of us
tell
are.
You about him.
You know what he tells me all the time, and I remember, and in everything I say, because these days I do a lot of public speaking, that my spiritual father, Serigne Abdul Aziz Al Amin, he says, thank you is a very small and short word. Or in English is thank you, but in Wolof it's jerejef. And in Wolof, I will say it in Wolof and so then translated. Mune jerejef baat bu tuuti la, bu gàtt la, mais soo deful dara doo ko dégg. But donc mon grand, jerejef. I was looking for this opportunity to show the world how much I really appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
And also, I mean, I've told you something this morning, I will not reveal it here, but I need to have something named after your name. You need to be, we cannot forget you. You know, Africans need to idolize their success stories whilst they are alive.
Thank you.
And you remember I said, people like, and I will say it here again, Kofi
Jondo, absolutely.
I mean, who started EcoBank, who started A-Sky. Huge success story.
Absolutely.
He will be 90 next year. We need to celebrate him.
Well, let me know.
Pierre Goudiaby Atepa, 50 years active, done big things. Africa owe it to him to celebrate him. So Pierre, I know you have to go. So if you have any last words, anything that you want to say, especially for the young ones, they need to be advised on how to take up their lives, especially the issue of working hard with all the values that they should really learn from people like yours. So the camera is yours, just tell them.
I think there is a word that Pope John Paul II said, do not be afraid. Be faith on you. Have faith on you. Don't be afraid, because the way ahead can and must be wonderful if you believe in what you're doing. And if you do things the way it should be done, don't take shortcuts.
Yeah.
And don't do what they say in Wolof. My folks in Senegal, they say, "Khalis doo ko liggéey dang koy lijjanti."
Yeah.
That's not true.
Yeah.
Khalis dang koy liggéey.
Yeah. You have to work hard for it.
You have to work hard.
There's no shortcut to it.
There is no shortcut to that. And honesty.
Yeah.
You know, you have to do the things the way it should be done. But I would say something else regarding what you're doing. It's very important. Taf, I know you, I've known you for more than 30 years. You could have retired, have your mansions in London, in Paris, in America, in Dubai. Could have taken your, but you're not doing it because you have given a big purpose to your life, which is to try to see what you can do for your people, your African people, your African brothers, your African sons and daughters, and this is very good. I want really to thank you for that. It's very difficult when you have everything you have to look back at other people and devote part of your life to take them out of where they are and bringing back to joyful life.
Well,
I want to congratulate you.
Well, thank you for that. But I mean, for our listeners, Pierre is here to develop the new Lunge city, which is the new
administrative smart city.
Administrative smart city in Lunge. I mean, I'm sure it's on YouTube already. I looked at you. So on YouTube, go on YouTube and look at it. So that you know that, look, Africa is rising. Absolutely. And we are here. What is interesting, Pierre, is that we're here in Freetown. You are born Senegalese, I'm born Gambian.
Absolutely.
And here we are making a difference together with us Africans. I see your point when you say, no, I'm not Senegalese, I'm an African. Absolutely. I say the same thing all the time.
Absolutely, and I have to thank the people of Sierra Leone because they opened their arms to us, to you, to me, to others. And this is Africa. This is how it should be.
Excellent.
This is how it should be. And again, to come back to this steel and aluminum road, you see, if each country just wants to develop itself, it's impossible. You see that I say we're taking iron ore from here, taking it to Senegal, transforming it, etc. This is the type of movement. This is a type of the vision that we have for us business people, because we are not in politics. You know, I mean, sometimes we punch at politicians, but we are not politicians.
Thank you. I know you have to go. Your phone has been beeping. There are some people you need to meet. But again, until I come your way again, today I caught the African blue whale. That's the new name for him. He's not a giant. He's bigger than a giant. So go there and Google up the blue whale. The blue whale, its size. So if there was a word that's greater than the blue whale, Père, mon frère, mon grand, as they say, he is a blue whale. He's been doing it, can you imagine, 50 years of working, and he's still looking like a 16-year-old and still kicking, huh? So those of you who look at me and think they call me Pabi, when they see my, I'm not a Pa, I am still young because I am his younger brother, and we believe in the same principles to move Africa to the next step. So all you young ones who are listening, learn from this blue whale of Africa.
Merci beaucoup.
Mon frère, mon grand, thank you very much. I really enjoyed this. God bless you.